Well, alrighty, it's time for the mechanic that I don't even remember what it was. I don't at all remember what the mechanic was. There's spiky balls. There's some kind of logic behind them. And I have lost it. Complete like. This game is just staggeringly nice to look at a lot of the time. Man. It's a real treat playing this in parallel with like Tunic and Elden Ring. Like, it's just really beautiful video games. Look at that. Okay, step one. Okay. So do you just group them by type? That sounds too easy. Oh. Oh. It's pairs. Weird. I'm right, aren't I? Yup. Yup. Sets of two. Okay. I gotcha. Like riding a bike through hell. There you go. Just had to reassess my base assumptions about the pairings that I had made. I don't know why I pronounced that like failed iambic pentameter or something, but we did it. Here I am forced to reckon with the silhouette of my person and the fact that he does not use his hands to solve puzzles, so he must be doing it with his mind. I'm going pretty quick at the moment, aren't I? Oops. I needed to tag the wall. The wall's like I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Alright, well, there we go. That's pretty quick. I remember this place having a fuck ton of puzzles, and that's kind of shown by the fact that they're building a bridge out of them here. But honestly, having more puzzles is definitely better for really cementing that you understand the mechanic. Whereas, like, I feel like you go from like, hey, look, blue squares to, oh god, the final blue squares puzzle relatively fast. And it's like, I don't know if I understand blue squares, actually. Sometimes you can solve without fully understanding. There's a divot on the wall. It's gonna be hard to separate. Blah. So maybe I should start with that one. There we go. Just had to keep reassessing what pairs I think I'm making. This one's a really weird one. Okay. Can I see that one spot down there? The trees are in my way. But there may be all new opportunities. Does this area branch? I don't mean the trees. That is a time limit. Well, it would help if the door was accessible. There it is. So, yeah, that's a. I thought that was a beehive for a second there, like an artificial one, but no, that's the bridge that needs to be unfurled. And over there is a way to get to the ledge. Make good on time it takes to get places. Colors. I just want to stare at the colors. What do you mean I have to play a game and keep moving? I just want to stare at it. Hi. Eh. Yeah, I do it. It did light up, so maybe. I don't know. There's also purple ones. There might be multiple solutions given how that's set up. I can't see it very well from here, obviously. But it looks like 2 purples on top and 2 oranges in the bottom, so maybe you could, like, just separate them, which is what I did. There you go. So the trick here is you can combine pairs of different colors, but you have to, well, you have to have a pair of the same color, but it doesn't matter if it's in the same area as a pair of another color. They can cohabitate as long as you don't double. The double is a burger. I don't like double patties. Maybe I'm weird. I'm like, I actually want as little burger in my burger as possible, and everything else as much as possible. So whenever there's a double patty, I'm like, no, it's way too much. The meat is at best an accent for all of the, like, tomato and stuff. Nope. That's 2 and 2. There we go. We've paired them off. And then you're paired off. Ooh. It's time for things to get weird. Okay. So now I choose my own paths going forward. At least sometimes. Two and 2. 2 and 2. No. Nope, that's a lot of purple down there. That other purple's pretty hard to avoid. There's a lot of little line dividers that make it really hard to group the things I'd like to try to group around here. Cause I can't group these because I get completely stuck. But then what would I even try to combine? Shit. can't cut off the lines anywhere to finish the shapes. There's no separating this one on the right from these ones. This one's hard. There's so much purple right here. Help. Shit. There's a lot going on here. Like most attempts to try to group these in any way and end up cutting off the exit, so I can't wrap around very well. Most attempts to group up the early stuff are cut off by these two separations. I can't really draw like any easy shapes around some of these wider things. These four could be the last chunk, but only if I'm coming at it from like the right. Like here. But then I can't cover any of this if I went through here backwards, then around here. There's no way to loop around because this would be where I would have started, and this is cut off. So that all becomes inaccessible. There's a lot of like entire like neighborhoods of this little like cube city that really become a problem really fast. That's just so... The purples are all on the worst spots. Hugging walls so I can't separate them into shapes. What the fuck? Alright, I need to stop staring at this one. Let's, try this path. That looks really similar. Oh, that's how this works. It's always the same puzzle. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Womp. Womp. Womp, womp. Yeah, it's still the same panel no matter what direction it's facing in. They're not like alternate paths. So if I need to stop staring at this puzzle, then I just need to go solve a different puzzle for a moment. Oh god, the Tetris pieces are in this one. Okay. Cool. So now I need to draw Tetris shapes that also include the purple fuzzies in pairs. And then it's gonna start impairing my judgment. What? Oh. That one would have a corner cut out of it because it's only a 2. There we go. I guess my judgment really was impaired after all. Gotta put you in the middle to duck under the top. Oh yeah, right, doesn't work. Wait, no, it basically works. I just was slightly wrong about what? Wait, oh right, you have to be inside the shape. And this is a tricky one where you can't touch this shape with its own shape because it goes here. So the long one has to be on the far left no matter what. That creates problems for me. Shit, this is bad too, huh? Yeah. Still have to be in pairs. Well, if this one has to be here to touch this one, then this has to be in the group, which means this has to be in the group. I just have to draw it around that, yeah. That actually makes it so there's only one possible place to put either of the shapes. If this goes all the way around, and this one could be here pointing up, but that would create a pocket here that I can't resolve. Could be like this shape. That does work for the shapes, but doesn't work for the fuzzies. And I can't separate them at that point, so it's not working. Yeah, they have to crowd the middle. So maybe here and here. That was correct to the shapes, but it blocks the exit, so I can't actually finish the line. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. 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 That would have been correct for all of the fuzzies. No, just leave them as two separate shapes. And that makes everybody happy. Because the instinct is often to combine them into one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a big, weird, rotating shape that's getting increasingly nonsensical, but is not as big as the grid, so it's not as simple as just finding the right orientation. It'll leave the chunk of the wall empty. It's kind of like a weird game of finding where I can put it that it won't break everything. Oh god, there's also multiple exit directions. I feel like the randomizer made things a bit fugly here. What are you doing to me, bud? Is it even the right shape? I think it is. Now we need to figure out how to make it an actual solution. Dude, this has 3 solutions? I'm getting a brain hurty just looking at this. Okay. Shit. It has to include all 2 of them and then also somehow separate the remaining 4 into 2 sets of 2? Which you'd expect to then... That means it has to connect with the walls. So the open side of the weird shape is going to be pointing towards a corner, basically. Man. I think that puts the dangle spot here. Fuck. This puzzle's kind of agony. Okay. So I got 3 on the inside, and then only 1 on the end, on the inside, or whatever, I don't know, the bottom left. How can I fix this? I'm pretty sure that the 2 sides here and here have to be against walls. Because you have to be separating an inside of the shape from an outside of the shape. And then the actual drawing of the inside of the shape. I don't know how to separate these ideas. But the part, like, there should be 2 of them inside of the orange cubes. 2 of them on the inside side of the wall and on the outside side of the wall. That's the only way I can separate them into 3 sets, right? But I'm just not seeing how to cleanly do that. I'm this close to fucking cutting out of grid paper and holding it up in front of the screen using perspective to, like, just get the angle right. Because that's how I could quickly iterate through the options. Yeah, that accomplishes very little. I don't... Fuck, none of them work. Oh, here we go. Now that I can drag the shape around like this, I can envision how you can draw the second shape to make this work. That makes sense. I can work with that. Get the game back open. There we go. So then I can just be like, haha. And then... God, there's multiple paths I can take with that. What does it even mean? Hi. Well, we can get back to that later. Oh. You're getting weird with it now, huh? What? There's an odd number of purples, so does the purple shape count as being paired with the purple fuzzies? But, like, I didn't draw these 2 oranges together. They're separate. I didn't pair them. And this is only 1 orange. Is the idea they can be optionally used to combine with those shapes? Or something? Oh, right, that's not rotatable anyway. So do I need to make the 2 orange shapes connect with the purple shapes? These are getting really weird. Like, is that the only way to solve this? Is to make an orange shape that contains both of those purple fuzzies? But, like, I don't feel like I can make that work. I also have to connect to... The orange shape has to connect with both, where both of the orange Tetrises are in order for them to count as part of the shape. And they're pretty awkwardly placed here. Oh, fuck. How does this work? Do I need to, like, change which one is connected? Fuck. So I could change my mind about which purple is connected with the purple shape. But that's the only purple Tetris. I'm assuming that because the Tetrises are different colors that I have to make them separate shapes? But maybe I don't? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this maybe? That doesn't contain the L. My shape involves the L, but it doesn't include the L, so it doesn't work. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that worked. So I could include all of the yeah. So at first I was trying to draw the oranges and purple separately, which obviously you don't have to do because that's the whole point of what I learned before. What is that? Oh, that must be a subtraction because it's hollow. We can't rely on orange and blue anymore. This is clouding my head. Like I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Oh my god. Okay. So the negative space blue is here. And I need to think about that on top of the other stuff. Can I just make it an L? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. And then the 2 on the right would have been cut out by U of this guy. That would include you and do. Hey, I think everything's. Yep, that's everybody. Ooh, cool. 3 colors and diagonal, just weird shapes. These are harder to imagine when they're not Tetris pieces because I've been trained. But these other ones are just way weirder to imagine a lot of the time. Okay, so I've previously done ones that had orange shapes, and it let me not combine them. So I guess I can ignore the idea that there's 2 separate orange shapes and worry about making them combined. I just need to figure out where to place them that'll divide these colors into separate sets without considering that. And if they connect, they connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this does not go from ceiling to floor. I probably do want to make a big diagonal wall that splits things up accordingly. Like D. That would connect all of the greens here, though. Now, I only need 2 of them. More than 2 is bad. I can switch their places, so like put this one up here. I think that works, but I have to like trace it out to get it right. So the bottom right is on the top left, that's correct. And then, yeah, I think that's right. There we go. So I switched the places of the two shapes, and that went together right nicely. All proper-like. I don't know why I'm... What these words are supposed to be, is there gonna be... I feel like there's gonna be an audio log here. Although every time I look out any window, I think there's gonna be an audio log on the sill, because that was what always happened in the playthrough, is I'd be walking around and looking around like, wow, look at that! And like, I'd be like, wow, look at that beautiful scenery, and then like, there's an audio log right here. But obviously that's not where my eye is, but you know, to let all the audience members, that's the first thing they see. Because they're not looking at it, in directions based on playing game. Well, this seems to be a dead end. It might give me a perspective puzzle somewhere. But that's probably about it. So I need to go redo the scary shape. But I've solved it once, so now I'll probably do a better job of solving it in the future. So going straight will go there, and going right will go also nowhere. Maybe a perspective puzzle, but no. I need to make the exit up there. Which literally just means solving this the exact same way, but going there at the end. Ooh, did I lose it already? It's like this? There we go. It's a hard shape to keep in your head. These are all solved. It's one of these boys. I guess this was an entirely optional tangent then, because it's just one of these. I don't even remember if this opens anything. Does this does solving all of these open something somewhere? That's like, ah, here's my door. I require this many triangles to be solved. I genuinely don't remember. It's for completionism, so you do it regardless. First try. There you go. Hello, beautiful world. Hello, tetanus dispensary. Well, I'm feeling accomplished, and I'll take it. Nope, don't look at that anymore. Don't remind myself.